2011 was another very solid year for the Pittsburgh region in terms of new company announcements, or what we refer to as wins. Once again, we had a little better year than last year, so we're continuing to show progress. But maybe more importantly, we went from being ranked 8th in the country last year in terms of the number of major project announcements, which we were very pleased with, to number 3 in the country this year, and number 1 in the Northeast. It's also worth noting, I think, that Indiana, Pennsylvania, and Newcastle, Pennsylvania, both part of our 10-county region, were highlighted in the Site Selection Magazine Governor's Cup as one of the micro areas that did well in terms of economic development projects also. And it was a solid year across all the sectors that we follow. Energy, of course, continues to be a big driver, not only the energy companies themselves doing expansions, but the impact on manufacturing and the supply chain, the impact on financial and other service businesses. This is all 10 counties reporting a number of different wins, and it was led by existing regional companies expanding. That was a little over 2/3 of the total projects, but still a very solid group of people that were impacted. These wins was about 17,000 total jobs and about $1.5 billion worth of capital investment. The energy industry, and most people, when I say that, most people think I'm talking about natural resources, particularly natural gas, and that certainly was a big part of the energy story, but not the only part by any stretch of the imagination. There are plenty of companies that manufacture components or systems for the wind and solar area, for nuclear, for power management, green building materials. All those are part of the energy story, as well as companies that are involved in providing services into those industries. So it's really a broad, comprehensive portfolio of energy activity. Yeah, the financial services sector continue to be very strong. I mean, and these are high-paying jobs, companies that typically, pay taxes and make profit and contribute back to the community, which is why it's such a big contributor to the gross regional product. I also want to highlight manufacturing, which once again had a very strong year. About 69 of the wins were in that area. And this is still a region that makes stuff. We still make things. It's positive nature. I mean, these wins are by and large things that will have impact over the next couple of years. So it's a bit of a leading indicator, if you will, and manufacturing clearly is a part of that. They're working together, working on projects, making sure the region wins, all 10 counties, and that's why we're able to report these kind of numbers. And it's a real strength of the region, and in this particular part of our economic development efforts, it's obviously working very well.